Hello everyone, it's John, and today we're going to be talking about coral reefs because there's nothing cooler to talk about than coral reefs. So, here's all about like why they matter and why they're disappearing and stuff like that. So if you didn't know already, like coral reefs are sea creatures, which I also found kind of insane. They're made from like calcium carbonate. I'm not reading this off a script or anything, definitely. No, I just remember this. And they're built with these tiny little animals called coral polyps. Polyps. It's right there. Yeah, they're pretty cool. These polyps live in colonies and form a very interesting relationship with the type of algae called Zooxanthellates anthelates. The algae provides the corals with energy for photosynthesis, and in return, these corals gives the algae a safe home and access to sunlight. And that's just cool. That's just like the dynamic duo, you know what I'm saying? Zooxanthellates and Polynormus. Like, come on, name a better duo than that. And they're like super important too, because without them, they take up like over a quarter of the entire ocean, and 4,000 different fish like feed, live, and like rely on them and stuff like that. And they only take up 1% of the entire ocean floor, which is kind of crazy. And I can't believe how we got that number, because we've only like seen 5% of the entire ocean, so how will we even know? Conspiracy theories right there. They also act as natural barriers, so like I said earlier, they can keep sharks out. That's the one scene in Finding Nemo when Marlin just goes into his little thing and his wife dies and stuff like that. And he only has one son left. It's a pretty good movie, honestly. Though that's what they're also used for, coral, as just as protection. And food. A lot of animals eat them, which is kind of confusing. I guess there's like different versions, which are like houses for fish versus like buffets for fish, I guess. Let me see what else I've got. They also serve like economical value. They generate billions of dollars, guys, through tourism, fishing, and shoreline protection. They're especially vital for small island nations. Yeah, pretty sure not Vatican. Is that one place? It's like on stilts, like on water and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I watched a video on that last night too. Yeah. They also serve as like a ton of medicine stuff. You can like trace back a ton of medicines just to coral, because they for some reason have a ton of like vitamins or whatever, and it's really strange. And finally on to one of my last parts. Yeah, I'm recording! Corals are also disappearing at like a huge rate. In fact, from like the 90s to today, over a quarter of them have all disappeared. Because like they all die and stuff, because temperature gets too hot for them, I guess. Like, why don't they just grow up or something like that? It's not too difficult. A few degrees won't kill you. Except if you're like coral. Pollution provides a very strong reason for them to also be dead. Because for some reason we can't just throw everything away. Like, come on guys, it's not that hard. Just put it in a recycling bin, you'll have to throw it in the ocean. It's not like they're gonna do that anyways. Like, these people. There's also a ton of acidification in oceans, which kind of sounds like not 50 cents. You get what I'm trying to go for. It's really bad. We did that one, not head puzzle. And I can't think of anything today. We did that one lab where we were going over like acid and like how high acid blood was, and you remember that. Battery acid, that was the highest one, I'm pretty sure. Or the lower the number was, actually the better for it. Or the worse for it, I guess. So that was also interesting. That's also why they're dying, because acid in the ocean. They're also being highly developed, like the areas where there's a ton of coral, because, I mean, what's up with us? Allison, you're right. We should just completely eradicate all humans. You're a genius, honestly. I don't get why people haven't already done that. Because we're killing coral. Like, we need coral to, like, survive and stuff. Actually, that's probably true. But yeah. Everyone listen to Allison. And also, I've been wondering, what can we do as people to prevent this from happening? We can just start promoting like better stuff, I guess, or start like boycotting things that are on the sea. Or sponges. We can stop buying sponges. Are you guys up for that? I mean, I don't know. I think there's no hope anymore. There's no hope. We can use reef safe sunscreen, so just sunscreen without, like, I guess, coral in it, because apparently they have that. I feel like that would irritate your skin or something. But yeah, coral reefs are some of the most important plants we have on the earth. They're able to provide as medicine, they're able to provide as like homes for fish, they like provide so much stuff for the ecosystem, and we're killing them as a whole. So what I recommend to all of you is to not do that. And as always. Alright. Should I actually end it like that? I don't know. And then choose sustainably sourced seafood. Choose sustainably sourced seafood. Choose sustainably sourced. Choose sustainably sourced seafood. I can't even do that.